I am really, really annoyed with the way that the English language is now changing over and over again. I always got taught that this was the proper way of using the word and. This one is what I'm on about. The dog is young, well trained, and good natured. That's the proper way. That's the proper way of listing stuff, all right? But in a sentence where you are describing stuff, say, this one down here, you won't need and at all. On Monday, we'll see the Eiffel Tower. Comma, and on Tuesday, we'll visit the Louvre. What? What do you want a comma in there? And is a comma. That's what I got brought up with. Throughout the whole of my school life, I've been on this planet 51 years, and no doubt a load of other people have as well. Is this an American thing? Why have we got so much American stuff coming on into the English language in England? Why are we a national nation that's got to keep changing all the time? Why can't we just keep things as they are? Why do you keep on changing stuff? Why? It really winds me up when there's no need to change something that's been for God knows how many years in our language anyway. So why change it? I hate it. I see stuff on forums, I see stuff on other websites as well, and they just forever got this comma and it's not. And you know, writing out that, right, I'm going to write it out in the text editor here. On Monday, we'll see the Eiffel Tower, and I will put a comma in. Right, I'm just going to paste that in there. Right, see the tower. Right, you don't need and in there. Do you know the word that you need in there? Then. That's the word you need in there, not and. Then on Tuesday, we'll visit the Louvre. That sounds so much better to me. Prove me if I'm wrong. For God's sake, prove me if I'm wrong. I'm fed up with the English language just getting abused by all these different... Who's making these rules up? Who's introducing all this rubbish? That's what I want to know. I know we're all international and that the majority of the world speak English. But for God's sake... Who introduced this? Who said, yeah, it's got to be like that? Who says that it's got to be like that? With the word and. Comma and. No. It acts as a comma as well as an end of a list. I mean, if you're listing the amount of dogs you got or whatever, the dog is young, well-trained, and space and good-natured. This one is the one I would use. I don't even put a comma after anything in the sentence either. I don't put a comma in, then and. Never have done. Because it acts as that. You can take that pause with the gap that's in what you're reading, with the space that is there. You can take a breath, then say and. So I think it's all down to reporters. Reporters have got the most horrible pronunciations or, what's the word? Of English. Anyway, the way that they write it in newspapers and all that, with all these dashes going everywhere, because they've got to keep it on that one bloody page, I guess, or one paragraph. And when they're writing stuff, I mean, they got horrible, they picked up horrible, and of course everyone reads a newspaper, nearly the whole world reads a newspaper, or reads stuff online now, isn't it? And it's exactly the same bloody stuff that's come on out of that newspaper that's online or whatever. And the way that people write, I am fed up with it. Who am I to say, though, the way that the world's going? It's just ridiculous. Why on earth would you just don't change it? You know, what was wrong with the way that it should be? What? Now, just say here it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. If you're going to keep changing stuff all the time, why? Why are you... Dog is well trained. And good, yeah, right, that way. That's the correct way. They're saying that is the correct way. The dog is well trained and good-natured. That's incorrect. That's correct. Sam and Sarah take excellent care of their pets. Yeah, that's incorrect and that's correct. Comma before and that joins two independent clauses. The sentence above contains two independent clauses, so it requires a comma. No, it doesn't. Only if you change that and to a when. That's what I would do, like I done there. Change it to a when. Then, rather. On Monday we'll see the Eiffel Tower, comma, then on Tuesday we'll visit the Louvre. That looks so much blooming better, doesn't it? I think so. I don't know. This is really getting my gears at the moment. You see it all online. That's the correct way. Sam tossed the ball and watched the dog chase it. That is the correct way. That's incorrect. It's not wrong to add a comma before and in the sentence above, but doing so might make the... Well, don't, because it acts as a comma. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how professional you lot think you are at your Grammarly thing. I always got taught that you would write like that, no matter what. You don't need a comma with and. You don't, because it acts as a comma, or with the space that's in between. You then take a breath anyway. God's sake. Anyway, that is it from me, because otherwise this video will go on way too long, because I, gets my gears and, Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.